My name is Ryan Hall, president of Crosshair MMA, based out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Reason why I started fighting, basically show everybody skills. So, came from street fighting, ended up turning into a sport I love, and decided to start a real team, try to go somewhere in life for fighting. I fight, I want to accomplish probably, I'd like to go pro, maybe turn into financially stable for a family. I've been doing it for about a year and a half now. I would say the first 6 months was just for playing games, backyard brawling. Now we've turned it around to make something legit. The fight world has definitely a big positive impact on life. When I got into it, a lot of guys were iffy and not real sure about it, and now it's blown up, and it's just taking a real good toll on my life. I'm currently a super heavyweight belt holder for UJK Promotions out of Detroit, owner Bob Noble. Held it for quite a while now. We represent medals from all the fights we won before the greatness that came. I developed Crosshair MMA because I was sick of seeing fake teams. A lot of guys not striving with their teams. A lot of guys not being family oriented. And as I watch pros, I feel like they should be a tight-knit group, train together, hang out together, be together, and a lot of teams aren't like that.
So basically one big family, correct?
One big family, that's right.
Thank you.
My name is Corey Pena. They call me the Beast up in Michigan MMA. I'm currently VP of Crosshair MMA. I hold 2 belts, one for Homecoming of the Heroes, and one for Exiled MMA. Tony Sturk is the promoter, and Rich Miller is the other promoter. I came to Crosshair MMA from Misfit because I got tired of the people that actually weren't humble enough for me. They started getting too big-headed. Misfit was all about actually changing the game, and they got a little off subject and started taking in people just to take in people. Crosshair MMA doesn't play around. We don't play. We're doing big things, and we're trying to make it big. I'm doing MMA because I have a lot of anger problems. I'd like to achieve my goal of going pro, and then from there, if I go bigger, then I go bigger. But that's one of my main goals, is to try and go pro.
Is that how you want to do it? Make sure you're gonna well taking care of your family, right?
Oh yes, definitely got to take care of my family. And number one, I got to take care of me and my anger. And MMA is one of the main things that helps me with my anger. And hopefully in 4 years, hopefully I'll see myself in the octagon at the UFC. Maybe possibly fighting King Velasquez.
Hi, my name is Eric Perales, aka Doomsday. I've been doing MMA for about a year. I currently hold the light heavyweight championship for Doghouse Promotions, promoter Shauna Lovers. I basically started MMA because I got laid off from work and decided I didn't want to be lazy. And ever since then, it turned into something I love, and it's a sport that requires a lot of discipline, and I feel like I have the heart for it. I've worked hard for it, and I don't mind the sacrifices because they pay off. I'm currently captain of Crosshair MMA. I made the switch over from Misfit MMA to Crosshair, first following my VP Corey Pena, and I'm really good friends with Rhino Hall. And pretty much for me, it was more family oriented. Not trying to sound bad, but Misfit, there's a lot of talking behind the bag and a lot of stuff like that. So it's not an environment you want to be around when you're trying to change the game, or when you're trying to be a family oriented team. And at the end of the day, for me, it's about discipline and humility. And some of those fighters don't have humility, and I'm big on that. My family's been really big on support. My sister from Kansas City had custom shorts made for me. She calls me all the time. She tries to make sure that I'm doing good, I'm staying in shape. My brother's been one of my biggest supporters. My fiance, Elena Harris, she's the backbone to everything I do. No decision that gets made without her approval. And MMA for me is just a way to make a better life for my kids and for myself and for my soon-to-be wife. And in 4 years, I see myself, by the grace of God, in the UFC, Bellator, or WSOF. It doesn't matter. Wherever God takes me, I will follow those footsteps. But I eventually want to be the best in the world, and I'm going to work my ass off to get there. First, I want to say the possibilities for our team. You just look up, and the sky's the limit for us, I think.
Definitely. We're growing strong. I think as we get more established, as coming up off a new team, we want to grow to a bigger team. Definitely doing their thing. Dedication is a big part. That's what everybody's got to have a good heart and dedication, man. I think we need to bring guys in that are solid. Not going to be one-day trainer a week or weekend warriors. That's not what we're about. Michigan's unsanctioned as it is, so we deal with a lot of different factors. I think we should just, we got our chance to expand an opportunity. We can only go up from now. We can build it ground up, and now look at us.
Everybody has to have heart, dedication. It's key. And then maybe have to have the dreams. Gotta have the dreams.
Because if you're not chasing nothing, there's no point being in this game. If you're not chasing something to strive for every day, waking up thinking that I want to do this next or this next, that's what we gotta have. That's how we're gonna run it, proceed it, and the connections we have. And I think personally, we strive for greatness. So that's just what it is.
Yeah, personally, I wouldn't recommend anybody in the gym that doesn't have a heart.
Exactly.
You want somebody that's gonna fight when their body's ready to give up, and push through those later rounds, push through that extra hour of working out and stuff. And as far as the team goes with us, I guess the biggest obstacle for us is the family life. He's barely gonna have a kid, and he has 3, I have 2. So just balancing it all out for us is, it's a trick all on its own. But I feel like we're making the right steps to doing so, and I see us going a long way. That's why I came to Crosshair, and I have big hopes for it, man. I have big dreams for it.
So now, as far as candidates go, newcomers are always welcome, I guess, as long as they have, that thrive. That all 3 of us have that strive for something, that fighter feeling, I guess. I guess only dedicated guys will understand where we're coming from. But as we put in our work and our time and efforts, we want to see progress.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Blood, sweat, and tears. That's what it's about, and staying a close-knit group is basically how we're trying to portray our team. And, I feel as, prospecting at shows, is always good. You see a guy in there, 2-0, making, doing good things, and you see it, and you see there's progress, If he's an independent fighter, I feel like we should talk to him, them are the guys that you want to bring on, but these guys that are, 1-11 fighting every weekend, just keep it in the backyard. This is a sport, and, everybody brings the name down a lot, especially in Michigan, and it's so hard, and I feel like in, even a year, maybe 2, our name will be on top. Crosshair will be #1. Mark my words. I feel like our team is different from most teams just because we all have that dream. We stay humble. We're close. We keep in contact. Communication is key. We're always working towards something better for something. There's always room for improvement in anywhere. Even us as a team still. There's improvements that we're working on as a team that still ain't put together. But we know that there's steps to be taken. That's how I feel as of right now.
My biggest thing, and I know I speak for all of us when I say it's the hunger, man. Like I said before, we all have families, we all have, food to put on the table, and, we're all hungry for that. We're all hungry to go chase, to get to where we want to get to. And, with heart also comes, you can't be stopped if you have heart. You're not going to stop at mediocre. You're not going to stop at good enough. You're going to try to be the greatest that you can be. And even when you accomplish that and people label you the greatest, you still feel like you can be better. And I feel like that's what you have in us three, is guys that aren't going to run around yapping off at the mouth. Just guys that are going to keep working and working and working to get to where we want to get to and elevate this team where we want it to be, and have people start taking it serious, and just have people in here that love the sport as much as we do, that love being around guys that love it, just as much as you do. And that's we want to establish a culture in this game. And stop with the like I said, the Facebook comments and all that stuff.
Go fight world drama. That's not what we're about. No, not at all.
We all three have hunger fight. We fight for our families. We fight for everything. I fight on a living basis. Just for
Fighting
trying to get away from the pains, trying to keep my anger under control. I'm staying humble. We stay humble as a team.
We stay close.
We don't shoot everybody down or nothing like that.
We're well known as a team, just as us three. And now that you done put us together and we made something better, it's just a strive for greatness. That's it.
There's no other way but up.
Powerhouse as a team. That's how I see it. I'm Rhino Hall. You're watching MMA Reality Show.
I'm Eric Doomsday Perales, and you're watching MMA Reality
Corey
TV
Pena,
Show.
Beast, and you're watching Reality MMA TV Show.
I say you really wasting time, though. I ain't gotta fake the deal. Y'all know that I keep it real. I'ma spit it how I feel. Tell them who a nigga is. You're listening to a legend, straight from the underworld. A black but had gold teeth and a nouveau girl. That was then, this is now. Just when you think it's over with, keep one in the chamber, blast your ass with another hit. Yeah, I shot the world, hustling for, screaming with the trick. Black, white, young, old, mainstream was on the shit. Award-winning, Grammy nominated. Check my resume. Stamina, you niggas looking tired, bruh. You think I'm just a rapper? You must be tripping, man. I'm working all angles, that's where you slipping, man. You need to holler at me, soak up a little game. Instead, you rather hate, trick. You so fucking lame, you so fucking fake, you so full of flaws. Give up some satin panties for gossiping like a broad. I hear you out here trying to slander my name, but it ain't working 'cause I'm still in the game. And I'm so far from a local artist, I'm getting love on the global side. State to state, coast to coast, nigga worldwide. A lot of rappers come and go, man. I never signed with a major, but got major longevity, man. Now how the hell you gon' debate that when I'm one of